Mike Johnson just sold everybody out. Remember I was telling you guys about the SAVE Act and the border, the government.
House Republicans passed a bill requiring proof of U.S. citizenship for voter registration. Its future is uncertain in the Senate, with many Democrats calling it unnecessary. Connor Hansen explains one of the key issues for Republicans.
The yeas are 221, the nays are 198. The bill is passed.
A key part of their agenda, House Republicans passed the SAVE Act, expressing concerns that people in the country illegally could be voting in upcoming elections. 5 Democrats voted for it as well.
Let me be clear. Non-citizen voting reduces confidence in our elections. American elections are for American citizens, and we intend to keep it that way.
The law would require people to provide documents proving their citizenship when they register to vote. And it would give states access to federal databases to help them remove non-citizens from the rolls.
These common sense solutions are not controversial.
State audits show it's rare for ballots from non-citizens to be counted, and they haven't impacted an election. Many Democrats argue the SAVE Act is unnecessary and could make it harder for some Americans if they've lost documents or if they're overseas and can't register in person.
Republicans are pushing a bill that will disenfranchise U.S. military personnel protecting us overseas from registering. It's unpatriotic and it's shameful.
Former President Trump supports the bill and stood with House Speaker Mike Johnson when he announced it. Trump says it would stop, quote, weaponization and cheating, but opponents argue its purpose is far more cynical.
It only perpetuates lies now to set up even bigger lies later when they're unhappy with the outcome of the November election.
As Connor Hansen reporting, the SAVE Act would still have to survive the Democrat-led Senate and the White House, which has voiced opposition to the bill.
Shutdown. And I said it would be a great opportunity if they attached the SAVE Act, which means that you got to be able to, have ID to vote. And if you attached it to the spending bill to shut the government down, and I said it was coming down the pipeline, but no. Mike Johnson, the guy they put in there, says this: "Dear friends and colleagues, this letter is to provide brief update on our path forward for government funding. Because the end of the fiscal year is upon us, the Senate Democrats failed to pass a single appropriations bill or negotiate with the House on an acceptable top line number for FY 2000 fiscal year 2025, and continuing resolution is the only option that remains. As you all know, we presented a plan last week for a 6-month CR accompanied by the SAVE Act so that we could both meet our funding obligations and do all within our power to ensure election security. Due to the urgency of that issue, the American people deserve nothing less. Since we fell a bit short of the goal, an alternative plan is now required. The feedback and ideas from everyone have been very helpful. The next week, the House will take the initiative and pass a clean 3-month CR to prevent the Senate from jamming us with a bill loaded with billions in new spending and unrelated provisions. Our legislation will be a very narrow, bare bones CR, including only the extensions that are absolutely necessary. While this is not the solution any of us prefers, it is the most prudent path forward under the present circumstances. As history has taught us, the current polling affirms shutting the government down less than 40 days from a fateful election would be an act of political malpractice. Blah, 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 blah. From now until election day, I will continue with my tireless efforts and singular focus of growing our majority for the 119th Congress. It is my great honor to serve with you all in these historic days. The future of our exceptional nation directly depends on success. Let me tell you something. If the shoe was on the other foot, the Democrats would have shut the whole damn government down. They would have shut it down in a heartbeat. Nancy Pelosi would have shut it down and made you bow down. And that just goes to show you what you need to know about Johnson. So the perfect opportunity to shut things down right before the election to get the leverage that you need. Your candidate is winning, period. You got all the momentum in the world. To ensure that victory, you want to make sure that you take that moment in time and use that leverage. Nope. Won't do it. Won't do it. Bunch of damn cowards. Yeah, you a bunch of damn cowards, boy.